2023-0435 and your badge number?
719.
719.
719, yep.
Okay.
I'm trying to reach Alexandra Dean.
Yes, may I ask who's calling?
Lieutenant Eric Wilbanks from the Crawford County Sheriff's Office.
Okay. So, I guess can I get your badge number really quick so I can write it in my notes?
704.
Okay. Yesterday I was told 719, so I'll just...
Yeah, that's a different deputy. The message that you left was for him,
Okay.
but he's asking for our Criminal Investigations Division to take a look at this report.
So, I'm sorry, 719 is Wilbanks, or 704 is
Yep. 704 is Lieutenant Wilbanks.
And 719 is who?
Sergeant Heacock.
Okay, and you're Wilbanks. Who am I speaking with?
Lieutenant Wilbanks.
Hello?
Hello, this is Sergeant Heacock's Crawford County Sheriff's Office. How are you?
Hello, I could be a lot better.
What can I help you with?
I'm calling because I need you guys to request stat assistance. I requested it for myself with the evidence that I have, and the guy from stat, I think he said it was Matt, told me I need to call you guys and have you guys request the stat assistance since you guys are in the police of the area where they're at.
That assistance in reference to what?
The sexual abuse that my daughters have been reporting to me during my limited visitation hours. Not to mention, the man that they're with at 1035 committed assault on me at that residence, and I attempted to press charges, which your police department refused to do for me at that time. So he was able to go about getting custody of my children, illegally kidnapping them on 9/13/21.
Okay, when did the assaults occur?
I had to pull up the police report. 1 second.
Was the police report completed?
Was it what?
Was a police report completed on that?
Yes, there was.
And what's your last name?
Dean, Dean.
And your first name?
Alexandra.
Let's see if I can pull something up here, see if I can find anything on it.
It's at 1035 White Hawk Drive.
Okay.
He assaulted me while I was pregnant, and you can even see in the police report I told them I wanted to press charges, but they denied me. How is that even legal?
Well, I don't know until I read the report and see kind of what happened. Was this back in 2016?
Can you read? I don't know. Can you read part of the report? It was Justin Walk, Brian Walk, me, Margaret Lou Walk was a witness. Their neighbor had called the police because they witnessed the assaults taking place.
Yeah. This was from our records here. It shows it was back in 2016.
Yep. And I asked them to press charges. They denied me. So now this man was able to literally triangulate serious police brutality on me, kidnap my children from my home. They had no court order. They had no warrant. They had zero paperwork at all to do this. He had me illegally imprisoned. I've paid more than $30,000 to fight this corruption. And my judge is now being investigated by the FBI for ignoring this police report, ignoring all the assaults, the endangerment of the welfare of a child, all these charges, kidnapping even, Justin Walk was prosecuted with currently before this. So my judge, and also they currently post pictures with my children on Facebook of Justin with them, even though the court told them he's not supposed to be around my kids. I've given all this evidence to the court. They're ignoring it.
Okay, so it states here in the report from 2016 in reference to the assaults, the deputy that took the report forwarded all of the reports and everything to the prosecutor's attorney's office, and the prosecuting attorney's office responded and declined to file charges.
Yeah, that's why I'm filing reports with them, with the Missouri Department of Health and Safety, because they failed to prosecute Justin for endangering the welfare of a child.
So as far as the assault goes in 2016, the sheriff's office didn't refuse to file charges.
Right, so the prosecutor, I need to make my complaints with the public safety on them, not you guys. I called the prosecuting attorney's office and I told them, they said just because you wanted him to be prosecuted doesn't mean we can do that. I said, no, the police wanted them to be prosecuted, not me. And you guys failed to do so. So I have evidence this man is violent towards me. He also had Justin taken away by DCFS for serious physical abuse and sexual abuse when he was a child. And my children are now being court ordered to live at that same address with this man. This man lives alone with my daughters, and my daughters have been reporting sexual abuse to me during my 1-hour visitation.
Okay, where are you at right now?
I live in St. Louis City.
Okay. Would there be a time where you could come and speak with me or some of my investigators in person to get more information about what's going on?
Yeah, seeing as I'm a victim of police brutality and because of the crimes I've tried to report, I'm not coming in person to see any of you.
Okay, well, I'm not sure what you want from me right now.
I want you to request stat assistance on behalf of my children.
Department of Family Services conducted an investigation on Monday, and everything was unfounded.
Yeah, I recorded all my calls with her, and she didn't even ask my children questions about if they were being sexually abused. All she did was look at them, see if they had been fed, and then left. I didn't make reports about them not being fed. I made reports about sexual abuse, which was not followed up on.
Okay, when were the sexual abuse claims? When did that happen?
On Saturday, during my visit this Saturday, and the one previous. And there was another one that I had to make a phone call about. I've called DCFS, the hotline, and reported all of these. I don't know if you guys have access to those files.
I do not. Excuse me. So Saturday the 6th, that would be the 6th, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so Saturday the 6th, you had a visitation with your daughter.
Yes, both my daughters.
Okay, and what are your daughters' names?
Conscious Araya Walk and Sparrow Justice Walk. WACH.
Okay, give me just 1 second here. Get a little better position to write here. Can you tell me your daughter's names again and spell it for me?
Sparrow, SPARROW. Walk, WACH.
What's her middle name?
Justice, JUSTICE.
Do you have a birth date on her?
1/17/17.
Okay, and then the next one?
Conscious, CONSCIOUS, Araya, ARIYAH. Walk, WACH.
And a birth date?
6/21/19.
Okay, so what did they tell you about the abuse that's going on in the home?
So this current Saturday, the most recent one, I bought them Barbies. My daughter pulled the Barbie's dress up, pointed to the private part, and looked at me weird and started molesting the Barbie. I asked her, is this what goes on at home? I was trying to ask her questions. Now, granted, she's only 3 years old. She couldn't tell me much. So she would look down, she was looking ashamed, and she told me, I can't say anything. I've also reported to DCFS that she's got bruises. She's been covered in bruises, like hand marks, like she'd been held down. All this has been sent to the GAL, the judge, everything, like all of it's being ignored. And then not this Saturday, but the one previous, my daughter Sparrow told me, Mommy, my vagina hurts so bad. And she also told me she's not able to tell me why.
Okay.
She's 6. And then so I contacted the paternal grandmother because I'm not allowed to contact paternal grandfather. He wants me cut out of the picture completely. I provide them free health insurance. I told them, get her to the doctor. I want to make sure she's okay. They did not take her to the doctor. They have not utilized any of the health insurance. They have cavities rotting in their teeth. They haven't seen a doctor at all. There's clearly sexual abuse being covered up.
Okay. Who has custody of the children?
Brian Walk has temporary custody of my children right now, despite all the evidence that has been brought to the courts. And I've passed drug tests for them, hair follicle tests. I've had multiple doctors take the stand trying to combat the bias and hearsay of them calling me mentally ill. They told them I'm a fit mother. I'm not mentally ill. I've not broken any laws. I've done nothing wrong.
Okay. How long has he had the children?
God, this is going on 2 years of them being out of my custody, but as of July 7th, 2022, they were put into his custody, temporary custody, full-time at his house. Their mailing address is his mailing address, and that's where they go to school now.
Okay. Do you know if anybody else lives within the residence?
Nobody else lives in the residence apparently, but Justin Walk, his son, posts pictures with my daughters all the time on his Instagram and his Facebook. Brian Walk also posts pictures of them together. Even though Brian Walk swore in court that he wouldn't let this abuser around my children. As if he's not an abuser himself. So Justin Walk could very well be living there.
How old's Justin?
30.
Okay. Is there anything else you think you need to add?
Maybe the fact that my daughters aren't bathed. They smell like they are sitting in a hot box with cigarette smoke every time that I see them. I mean, God, there's so much that I could sit here and report and talk your ear off about, but I just want the stat assistance requested. I've made literally a 30-page fax for another fax that I have to send for stat. But they're saying that I needed to call your department and your agency needs to request the stat assistance. If I need to send this fax to you guys also, before I send it to them, let me know. I can fax that to you.
Okay, so I've got the information that you've given me. So I am going to contact our criminal investigations division. Let them know what I've got. We'll have a report on file for everything that's going on, and there'll have to be an investigation opened up. Okay.
Okay, can I get a report number for this, or who do I call to follow up about this?
Sure, I will give you a report number. Give me just 1 second.
Okay.
Reference child matter on White Off Drive. Are you ready for the report number?
Yes, sir.
It's going to be 2023-0435.
2023-0435, and your badge number?
719.
719.
719, yep.
Okay, and then who do I call to follow up about this with? You said some sort of division you're reporting it to?
Yeah, so I'll be, once I get my report complete, I'll forward my report on to the Criminal Investigations Division. The lieutenant in charge of the Criminal Investigations Division is Lieutenant Eric Wilbanks.
Wilbanks. And I could just find his number on Google?
Yeah, I mean, if you call the sheriff's office and request to speak with Lieutenant Wilbanks, they'll be able to get you to him or his voicemail.
Awesome.
And then, let's see. Oh, I did have a couple more questions here.
Yep.
What's a good address for you?
1234 San Jacinto Court, SANJACINTO Court,
Okay.
63139.
Okay. I think I have everything I need for now. If I have any other questions, is it all right if I give you a call?
Yes, thank you. That'd be amazing.
All right. Well, thank you, and we'll see what we can get done, okay?
Thank you so much. You have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Hello?
I'm trying to reach Alexander Dean.
Yes, may I ask who's calling?
Lieutenant Eric Wilbanks from the Crawford County Sheriff's Office.
Okay. So, I guess can I get your badge number really quick so I can write it in my notes?
704.
Okay. Yesterday I was told 719, so I'll just...
Yeah, that's a different deputy. The message that you left was for him,
Okay.
but he's asking for our Criminal Investigations Division to take a look at this report.
So, I'm sorry, 719 is Wilbanks, or 704 is
Yep. 704 is Lieutenant Wilbanks.
and 719 is who?
Sergeant Heacock.
Okay, and you're Wilbanks. Who am I speaking with?
Lieutenant Wilbanks.
Okay. Alright, just making sure I have that correct. Okay, so, I'm trying to figure out, if you guys requested the stat assistance that I'm, needing for my daughters.
No.
And being mandated reporters, why are you not doing that?
Because we have a functional Criminal Investigations Division, and I just got the report today.
So you plan to investigate further, correct?
At this point, all I've done is glance at the report, so if there's something to look into, then yes.
There is. So you can see that Brian Walk has previously been convicted of third-degree assault on me. I believe you pulled that up. And
We're not looking at any of that.
so,
This is a new allegation, correct?
okay, correct. So you're not going to look at any of their past offenses that I tried to get restraining orders on him for? And the judge told me I'm not allowed against my civil liberties? That doesn't matter to you?
I'm not going to say it doesn't matter to me, but I don't know that it holds any relevance to a victim of a different crime.
Okay, she was also a victim.
Allegation.
Sparrow was a victim in this crime because I was pregnant with her when he assaulted me. Third-degree assault that also endangers a fetus.
Okay, STAT doesn't investigate that.
Okay. So what about the fact that my daughters have been telling me about the sexual assault?
Do you have any documentation of it?
I called DCFS and they took full documentation of it. Also, I told you my visitations are supervised by the coordinators. They absolutely have this in their notes of what my daughter has told me and what happened at the last visitation where my daughter molested a Barbie. That's not normal. Both Justin Walk and Brian Walk, I had tried, the police also, I'm sorry, not just me, the police in the complaint forms wanted them prosecuted for endangering the welfare of a child. And Brian Walk, third-degree domestic assault, which I was denied against my civil liberties. The implications of the fact of this is immense. I don't think that people are realizing the severity of this. Have you seen the pictures of what he did to me?
No, I have not.
Yeah. I'm thinking you need to request that stat assistance. You should not wait another day. You can look up all the crimes that have happened alone at 1035 White Hawk Drive on women. Not just me, there's other women that have been assaulted on that property. You need to request stat assistance immediately for my daughters, based already just on what's happened to me on police record. You're a mandated reporter.
I don't know where you're going with this.
I'm going a lot of places with this. I'm talking about a $1.3 billion federal lawsuit is where I'm going with this. And I don't want your deputies or anybody on these police records to be involved. I want to be able to stand in federal court and show them that the police were on my side trying to press charges. And it was the prosecutor who failed to do so. Are you aware that your former prosecutor is going to prison for 2 years for lying to the FBI?
I called to speak with you with regard to the report taken yesterday.
Right, this all is in regards.
Indicating a child molestation.
Right, this all is all in regards. It's on Brian Walk. These police reports I'm talking about are on Brian Walk. The restraining order I tried to get is on Brian Walk. All the criminal offenses on Brian Walk are at the property that my daughters are currently at. And you, as a mandated reporter, don't say that as a reason to request stat assistance when I'm telling you that my daughters have been reporting and showing signs of sexual abuse. And you're not gonna open a stat. You're not gonna do anything, is what I'm hearing.
No, that's not at all what I said. I said that our investigations division would be taking a look at the report, look at the allegations, but that doesn't mean we're going to involve another agency.
You have no choice but to involve another agency. I'm the mother. I still have my parental rights, and I'm demanding that you request stat assistance. So you guys need to call the Exchange Center, get their notes. You need to call DCFS and get the notes from them as well. And once you look over those, that will be plenty enough for you to go ahead and request stat assistance for me. If you don't think that the past offenses from these domestic offenders, these persistent domestic offenders, are enough. Who do I need to call to follow up about this on a later date?
I am the division commander of the Criminal Investigations Division.
Okay.
So I'm not going to say that, I have a supervisor.
Okay, what's
So
his
if
name?
you'd like to speak with Major Adam Carnell,
How do I spell his last name?
Barnal.
Barnal?
Correct.
And what, does he have a badge number or something?
It's 701.
701. Alright, I'm gonna just let this, how do I contact him first? Do I just call the same number that I called to speak to you?
What number did you call? You called the dispatch center.
Yeah.
You can call the sheriff's office, and that number is 573
Okay.
775
Okay.
2125.
Okay, do you have a fax? Because I'm about to send about a 50-page fax full of evidence on these men that you guys have ignored.
The fax number is 573
Okay.
775
Okay.
2126.
2126. And the phone is 573-775-2125. Got it.
Yes.
All right, I'm just gonna let this marinate for another 24 hours with you guys, and I'll be calling back tomorrow around the same time.
Okay, I'll let the major know that you're going to reach out, and I don't know that he will be in the office, but if he's not in the office, he does have a voicemail, and he is the kind of guy that will call you back promptly.
All right, thank you. You have a good day, and you stay safe.
Thank you, you too.
Goodbye.